Hi guys, this is Team Ocean Z. I know I haven't done a review video in a while, but here is a review video of the figure Transformers Studio Series number 58, Shockwave. So, I know I haven't done a review in a while and a lot has changed, a new set, so this is where I record all my stop motions as well. A new stop motion should be coming out in the next week or so, so by the time this video is out, the stop motion is probably going to be out as well. But moving straight on into it, this is a very nice figure. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get my hands on the older figure, the older one. The 2000, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember when that figure was made, but tell me in the comment section down below what year the original Shockwave figure was made. But this figure is a massive improvement from that. They sorted out the shoulder thing. They've sorted out the colouring. It's more accurate to the movie. The arm cannon just looks absolutely sick, and the eye is on point. Yep, it's even got his back things there which move, which is a nice attention to detail. Yeah, he's got, if this figure looks familiar to any of you, I'm sure you've probably watched reviews before this one, that this is the reused legs, I believe, or some people even said it's the whole reused of one of the Megatron Studio Series figures. But I've got to say, it works very well with Shockwave, definitely, and I'm very happy with that. But yeah, moving straight into it, first of all, let's do a comparison. With me, I have my, let's see, Soundwave, which up until Shockwave was my most recent Transformers figure. So if I just put him out here, as this is from the Siege Wave, this is Siege Soundwave right here. So as you can see, he is a lot taller. If we bring him right next to Soundwave, we can see that he's significantly taller to the Leader class, I believe, or is it Voyager class? Pretty sure it's Voyager. Well, you guys can tell me down in the comments, those of you that know. But compared to this status, he is much taller, but he is a height group above, so that doesn't make up for it. For just another one, you can see this one-step Optimus Prime. So he is around the same height as him. I think Optimus Prime's antennae, if you will, make him just a little bit taller, but they are around about the same height. Yes. Oh, one more. I have with me the Barricade. This is the same body as Prowl, this Barricade. So as you can see, the very big height difference there. It's almost 2 of Prowl or Barricade that make Shockwave's height. But yeah, so now that you've got a grasp of his height, we can move on to articulation. So his both arms move the same amount, so I'm just going to use the hand. Goes up that much. It bends at the elbow. Biceps swivel. Shoulder rotation. It can do a full 360 degrees. Oh yes, and there is a little bit of wrist movement there, but it only goes side to side. With this arm, everything is the same apart from the wrist movement. It does have a little bit of this finger movement right here. Don't know if you guys can see that. This finger does move in and out, like so. On the same arm, the tubing, I guess you'd say, I don't know if you'd count this part as part of it, but if I bring that in for a closer look, there we go. See that tubing moves as well. So I don't know if you'd count that as part of the arm. But since we're at the back of the figure, we can see that, as I already said, these move up and down, side to side, well, and angle side to side. Moving on to the legs. So I'll move these out of the way. Legs can move. He can kick that much. Will he stand? Not on that side. But with my figure, this leg is slightly shorter for some reason, unless I'm just not got it right. But that one, oh, he can sort of stand. Oh, there we go. Yep, he's standing on one leg, so that shows good there. the legs themselves, they move sideways that much. You already saw that it can kick that much, so it can do very high kicks. Now the knees is something that I haven't seen before, so obviously it bends that much, but one thing that they did so that you can kind of cover it up better is this part moves. So it moves like that, so then you can have him kicking someone but he still doesn't look weird. It hides it very well. And then when he's standing normally, you just flick it back and there you go. You can hardly tell that moves. He has thigh rotation. He can do full 300. Oh no, that's as far as he can go in terms of rotation. Yes, so he has good ankle movement and amazing ankle pivot. Down here, I guess you count, this is articulation. You can see, oh, could you see that? Just in case the recording was bad, ankle movement. Yep. Here, I don't know if you count this as articulation. I'm sure someone in the comments will be like, no, it's not articulation, or yeah, it is. But anyway, that is the articulation. I guess that counts as well. And then moving on to the main attraction is the head and how much it has improved. So if I just bring this up a little bit, there we go. The head itself can move down that much without moving too fast, so the head movement looking down isn't the best stationary, but it does have this part here which I think is part of the transformation. I don't know, I haven't transformed it yet, but that does aid in some extra head pivot if you want to use that for that. The head looking up moves up very well. Again, pretty sure it's due to transformation, but it's on a ball joint, as you can see. Head can move up, so then if you make him flying, he can look straight ahead, which is a problem with a lot of flying transformers and just standard action figures when you want them to fly, especially if it's a classic one from where the Decepticons sometimes didn't even transform. They just literally jumped into the air. So with that, if you want to do something like that, you can. But so the next part I would say is the vehicle mode. Now I'm not going to transform the vehicle mode in this video. I might record a separate video of just me transforming it, but if you want to find that, you can go to multiple other people's channels. You just have to type in Shockwave Studio Series Transformers Review and it will show you that he is basically a Cybertronian tank, which with the vehicle mode it was kind of like a second hand thing. They're like, oh, we need a vehicle mode, because obviously in Dark of the Moon he did not transform at all. But overall, so I'm not going to do that here because in Dark of the Moon we never saw him in a vehicle mode. I haven't found a driller. I'd really like to see that, whether Studio Series does it or someone custom makes their own and sells it somewhere. But overall, I really do like Shockwave. I think he's a great figure and a very good piece to have, whether you're a collector or a stop motion animator. He's very, very, very close and very, very good in terms of detail. He looks just like the movie. Oh, another thing that I've just noticed is, I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can. He has like little dog bones in between his rib cage thing. Oh, there's his face and his mandibles. It's just the amount of attention to detail that he has. And he kind of has this battle scarring, similar to what we've seen with the siege lines. And I think it suits Shockwave very well, because he's actually a grey figure, but with this purple sheen kind of tint on it, which really gives this realistic effect when you stand it next to the movie, when you stand it next to how he looks in the movies. I think they did very well with that. My overall opinion of the figure, I think it's very good. I think in terms of the other Studio Series figures, if I just bring out one or two of the ones that I have, one that you haven't seen me talk about in a while, the last time I did that was that three parts review. Here is Sideswipe, as you can see how he stands next to Shockwave, which I think is very good. And obviously you've already seen him next to Optimus Prime. Oh, the one-step transformer. I know, I do need a better Optimus Prime. I know that. If I can see if I can find it, if it's in here. He does also come with a parachute man. And two... Oh, yeah, well, I've got one of them. But he comes with a paratrooper from the movie, as well as this guy from the first 3 movies. Oh, focus, there we go. And his partner, who I believe is called Brains, Wheelie and Brains. Brains isn't with me right now, neither is the parachute guy, but I do have Wheelie. So that is how small he is, literally between my 2 fingers. And if I was standing next to the other guys for a minute, just so you can get a concept of how small he is. If I just lean him up there, as you can see, he is all the way down there, doesn't even make it past what would technically be Sideswipe's ankles. So you can see that that is a very small piece, easy to lose. You can barely see him in this shot. So yeah, you have to be careful with that guy, otherwise you might lose him. But overall, my overall thoughts on this figure, a very good figure. If you need a new Shockwave or you want a different one, I definitely recommend buying it. But it's not something that you would necessarily have to get. I would recommend it, but if you don't get it, you're not severely missing out. It's a very good figure. The only downside is the vehicle mode, I'd say, which is why I haven't included it. But overall, very good figure. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and so that you can watch the next one.